guess with how much he's gone through the last 2 years, how good was that to see from both Ovi and Jack tonight?
Yeah, great to see Ovi out there. Jack had a great game, great at bats. Ovi is an intense person, got a little amped up there in the first, started flying open, and command wasn't there, but really good to see him back out on the mound, healthy stuff, up to 96, throwing the ball well, and I think he just got a little over-amped, and it was spraying on him a little bit.
I know the home run will get most of the attention, but how big was Jack's base running there tonight?
Huge, when you're talking to the home run was great at bat, and even when he got hit by the pitch, great at bat. He got some swings off there on pitches that he could handle, fouled him off, battled. We talk about grinding out at bats. He did a good job of that, found a way to get on, and the base running was great. Canario too, pinch running, and how about Joey Bart's at bat? Huge at bat, big base hit. Barely got over Adamas's glove, and Canario froze. He looked like he was able to get back, but still able to score on that. Some great base running there in the ninth.
How much of a degree of difficulty was there on that play at the plate? Because it looked like the plate was blocked a little bit with Bailey's foot.
Yeah, it was. Jack did a nice job getting in there yesterday too. Same type of thing, and I think that in those plays, there's no catcher doesn't have a lot of time to get up in front and give a huge lane, and it looked like he was stepping back too. It looked like he almost stepped on his hand as it was coming in. Jack did a great job of getting underneath it.
You went with a lot of the lower leverage guys throughout this, but they all performed really, really well, like combined for 8 strong innings. What did you see out of your bullpen today, and how impressive was it that these are guys who haven't been the top guys all year, but they performed really well?
Yeah, phenomenal. When you're talking about covering 8 innings and doing what they were able to do, Ramirez coming out, Nicholas, huge, going 2 2/3. Finding a way. I think it was 4 ups because he got outs to end 1, 2, and then going back out to get Chapman there was really big to be able to bring Barucki in a good lane, and to have Moretta come out after those guys and throw a clean inning there. They did a phenomenal, great job.
How good is it to see Money back on the hill at PNC Park?
Yeah, great, and his stuff still there, still mid-90s, but that slider is ridiculous.
Donnie, you guys have been 0-55 when trailing after 8 prior to tonight. Here we are in August. What's it say about this group to still pull something out like you guys did tonight?
It's a special group. We've talked about it for a majority of the year. They haven't given up ever. We found ways to continue to compete even when we were going through the offensive stretch that weren't scoring, finding ways to get the time run to the plate, and tonight able to come through. It was great team effort all around, talking about the bullpen, the offense, defense, everything, base running. It was a great job.
How aware were you of that? How aware were you of that?
Had no idea no idea until just now. No idea. And I think that, it's tough to come back in situations like that, but finding ways, and like we talked about, continuing to finish the game, find a way to continue to have good at bats, and our offense has done that, finding ways to continue to have good at bats. Maybe not coming through all the time, but they grind out at bats and find a way to make it interesting.
What was it like to see Joey come through there in the bottom of the ninth after struggling a little bit this year?
Great at bat, man. He had one last week in San Francisco and then another one today. He's been swinging the bat better and doing a good job. And he had, that at bat against Rodriguez there, he's tough matchup, and great at bat when he fouling off that 97 at the top. That's tough to do, and was able to stay on that next pitch and drive it to left center.
How about Verlander, facing him early in the innings and then coming back with the team, just adjusting off of him pitching tonight?
Yeah, Ver threw the ball well. We had some good swings off him, had a couple chances to score. He was able to navigate it and get out of it, and you saw the stuff was still there. But finding a way to run his pitch count up, I thought our offense did a good job of getting him up to 100 through 5 innings and getting into the bullpen.